Over in Kisumu, 150 youth leaders drawn from across the county will be deliberating on recommendations of the BBI report with the aim of weighing in on their position as the youth. Laura Otieno is in Kisumu. Laura is joining us live now from there. Laura, what is the reaction of the youth leaders in regards to this report, Laura?
Well, indeed, Trevor, some of them are saying that they want to make a decision from a point of information in regards to reading the BBI report, analyzing the recommendations therein, and spreading the gospel to their fellow youth in order to make an informed decision, because they insist that this decision is quite important in shaping their future life. So they want to be engaged in every step of the way. Remember, we have seen local leaders urging Kenyans to participate fully in reading the report, understanding the recommendations therein, and also weighing in their opinion. Therefore, this step by youth in Kisumu can be seen as one of the initiatives that Kenyans are undertaking to ensure that they're fully aware of the recommendations made by the BBI report. So maybe just to speak to one or two of the youth. Wapi ambaye atazungumza? How are you? Good morning. How do you intend to engage the youth? Because in the previous years, we've seen the youth being used mostly as a tool for propagating some personal agenda by some politicians. So from this noble initiative that you people are converging here to discuss today, how do you engage your peers to ensure that they're making decisions from a point of information?
Thank you very much. I'm Samuel Ogoa. I'm the chairman of Watetezi and Champions of Peace. We as Watetezi, we have read the BBI and we advocate. Actually, we are mobilizing our youths so that they read and they make appropriate decision, so that we don't go the other way around where someone has read for us. We as youths want to read this by ourselves and make a decision. Thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you. How brief. Maybe if I could also speak to one lady. There has been debate, or we have seen a recent mobilization trying to include women in this conversation. So as a young girl, how do you intend to engage young women to join in the movement and ensure that it builds up to attaining gender equality?
It's okay. I'm Linda Nyango, a member of Watetezi. We want ladies to be part of this thing. That's why I'm representing ladies. So we want ladies to read this thing. We want women, everybody to read this thing and come with the good ideas that will move Kenya forward. Like ladies, we want to get chance. We want to get space there. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Maybe just one last person, Eli. Yes. You are converging all these young people from colleges and universities, but then one would ask, how about the youth that have not, will not have an access to a platform like this? How do you intend to reach to the youth in Mashinani?
Yeah, thank you so much, Laura. Champions of Peace, as part of our mandate, is to provide platform for youth to properly represent their views, both at the local level and the national level. One of the national conversation taking place right now is the BBI. And we've seen the political class taking advantage and swaying the discussion towards their own interest. So we as an organization, we are giving platform to the university students, local grassroots leaders using these town hall processes. Another strategy we are using is online platform. We are going to form what we call the youth tweet, so that even youth in Nyalenda, Kondele, Migori can have a common conversation. Then we analyze those conversations, then present to the national discourse. The third one, we are working with the grassroots youth structures like Watetezi. We are also going to form what we call the women caucus, the girls and the young women caucus, where the young ladies can also air their views. And when to reiterate the BBI, there are three elements for the young people. Number one is the tax holiday, whereby registered companies for the young people are given tax holiday for 7 years. That's a good process. However, we need to include the registration process. To register a company is very cumbersome and tedious. So we need the young companies, the young youths, the registration process to be decentralized at the country level, so that a youth can just walk to the county headquarters, register his or her farm, get a 7 years holiday, and take that registration certificate to the CDF to get that 30% job. Number two, he can use that certificate to go to the county government and get the 30% job, and that's when the BBI recommendation for the youth inclusion will be realized.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much. Well, Elio Pondo raising some very pertinent issues there, Trevor, and of course he's mentioning a very key point, because we have seen a lot of young entrepreneurs struggling with the stringent tax measures, and also, as he has mentioned, a cumbersome process of registering a company, which has been attributed to hindering the process of ensuring that youths are self-reliant and of course self-employed. So of course it is a conversation that we will be following up on and bringing you up to speed with details as they unfold here in Kisumu County. Trevor.
Laura, just out of curiosity, did any of the youth behind you there give submissions to the BBI team when they were in Kisumu?
Well, Trevor, during that process when the team was here, it was a very elaborate kind of invitation that had leaders drawn from various quarters. We had seen about 3 or 4 youth leaders picked randomly from various institutions. So one of the issues that people had raised as well here in Kisumu is that that report had not adequately covered the concerns of local residents, because most of them were saying that they were locked out of that process when it was here in Kisumu. Remember, it was held in one of the 5-star hotels, where people were saying that it was sort of trying to lock out some people at the grassroots level. So it is conversations such as this that the people are banking on to weigh in their opinions, and hopefully they hope that their recommendations will be reflected in the final report, Trevor.
All right, thanks, Laura. Laura Otieno there speaking to us live from Kisumu with a team of youth who are dissecting the 156-page document, which is the BBI. I hope you're reading it as well, because it's a national conversation. Here's some support for it.